today our e-learning module deals about the static converter DJ control circuit and the tripping failures associated with the static converter DJ control circuit. First of all, let us see the DJ control circuit of the static converter. Once HBE is kept on 0 to 1. So battery supply 110 volt supply, since SPA is kept on 1. Additional CCBA and CCPT in good condition. Battery supply via QCon normally closed interlock. Since QCon is not yet energized, its NC interlock remains closed, and through Q46 NC interlock from GR025 closes interlock, Q118 gets 110 volt supply and Q118 energizes. So once HBE is kept on 1, Q118 energizes and the remaining part is same as that of Arno. Then we will keep ZPT on 1. So this ZPT interlock closes here. Before that, we have created RS pressure which caused QPDJ to energize, and QPDJ contact closes on empty DJ branch of DJ control circuit. And after keeping ZPT on 1, once we close BLDJ, again supply from battery via additional CCBA, CCPT, CCDJ, BP1 DJ not in pressure condition, and we have closed BLDJ. So this interlock is closed, ZPT contact is already closed, and after pressing BLRDJ, so this normally open interlock closes. Since GR is on 0, Q45 gets energized. So the first branch to be energized in DJ control circuit is Q118. Second relay or second branch that gets energized is Q45 after keeping ZPT on 1, closing BLDJ and pressing PLRDJ. Now simultaneously, since Q45 is energized, Q45 normally open interlock closed here, again supply from battery 110 volts DC supply, additional CCBA, CCPT, Q45 normally open interlock closed, and Q118 is already energized. Its normally open interlock is closed, and ASMGR closes on 0 and full notches. Its normally open interlock closes and Q44 energizes. So once BLDJ is closed and PLRDJ is pressed, first Q45 is energized. So simultaneously Q44 is energized. Once Q44 is energized, on Q45 branch below ZPT interlock, since Q44 is energized, its normally open interlock is closed, and since all safety relays are in de-energized condition and QPDG is already closed and BPMS is not in pressure condition, that is QEMS is in de-energized condition, since Q45 is energized, its normally open interlock is closed and empty DJ branch gets supply. Now once empty DJ branch is energized, DJ is closed. So when DJ is closed, LSDJ extinguishes, and when LSDJ is extinguished, that means DJ is closed and supply is entered into the main transformer, and OHE supply is entered main transformer, auxiliary power circuit is also energized, and UA meter provided in the auxiliary power circuit will get supply and UA meter needle will deviate. Now the locopilot will release BLRDJ. After releasing BLRDJ, the supply, we will see how the supply is maintained now. After releasing BLRDJ, battery supply from HBA, additional CCBA, again since DJ is closed but since static converter is not started, So supply will be maintained like this to the Q118 in the same manner as previously. And for Q44 branch, since Q45 is energized, de-energized, so supply via Q30, GR closes on 0 interlock will come to Q44. So that is after closing DJ, Q44 gets supply from Q30 normal open interlock closed and GR closes on 0 interlock, Q118 normal open interlock closed, ASM GR closes on 0 and full notches, Q44 gets supply. Now MTDJ branch gets supply from battery, additional CCBA, CCBA, CCPT, CCDJ, PP1DJ normally closed interlock, BLDJ closed, ZPT is kept on 1, Q44 NO interlock closed, all safety relays de-energized condition, QEMS not in energized condition, and since already DJ is closed, here DJ normally open interlock closes, already previously it is closed, supply will come via DJ normally open interlock. That means after closing of DJ, Q44 gets supply from the different path and MTDJ branch gets supply from the DJ NO interlock. Now after few seconds, that is after 10 to 12 seconds, since DJ is closed, supply from battery via CCINV fuse, since QSVM is in de-energized condition, its normally closed interlock is closed. Since DJ is closed, QV60 is de-energized. So from both the path, 110 volt supply will come to the static converter and static converter LT circuit gets energized and static converter starts functioning. So static converter LT circuit is energized and static converter starts, which receives supply from the DC link of the static converter, and with a variable frequency and a variable voltage, slowly static converter ramps up, and after 6 to 8 seconds static inverter sensor will close here, and normally after 10 to 12 seconds QCon relay energizes here and QCon relay energizes. So once QCon relay is energized, let us see what happens. Now once QCon relay is energized, its normally closed interlock will open on Q118 branch. Since static converter is started, 5 direct motors are started and battery charger is also started. So supply from the battery charger 110 volt DC supply, CCPT in good condition will come like this: C105, C106, C107. EM contactors open, they normally closed interlock closed, and already 5 direct motors are started, out of which QVSL1, QVSL2, QPH energized and Q46 de-energized condition. Supply will come to Q118 relay. So after closing DJ, after starting of the static converter, Q118 gets supply from the normally closed interlocks of C105, C106, C107, and Q118 gets supply from the direct motors relays energized, that is they are QVSL1, QVSL2 and QPH. At the same time, on the Q44 branch, already Q30 is energized, and since MVSA1, MVSA2 also started, their relays QVSA1, QVSA2 energized, their normally open interlock is closed, and GR is closes on 0. From both path, dual path is maintained to the Q44 relay. And the static converter is also started and QCon remained energized. Now, after closing BLV empty, when BLV empty is closed, so supply from battery charger since already DJ is closed, DJ normally open interlock is closed. Now BLVMT is closed. So supply will come like this to the relay called QSVM, and also supply will come to the C107 coil, contactor coil. At the same time supply will come to the C106 contactor coil, and also supply will come to the C106 contactor coil. So C107 contactor coil gets supplied, C105 contactor coil gets supplied, C106 contactor coil gets supplied, and QSM also got supply. So since 110 volt supply is given to these branches will energize and the contactors will close. At the same time, since QSVM is energized, so QSVM normally closed interlock is opened here. Now static converter does not get supply, static converter stops functioning. So here we can say after closing BLVMT, QSVM is energized, thus static converter stopped functioning. Meanwhile, C105, C106, C107 contactors are closed, and now auxiliary power circuit, the contactors are closed and path is kept ready for blower motors also. After 2 seconds in the blower's control circuit, after 2 seconds QSVM relay will energize, and once this relay is energized, QSVM normally open interlock closes here. Now again supply from the battery via CCNV fuse, via QSVM normally open interlock, via QV60 NC interlocks, static converter gets supply and the static converter starts functioning. That means after closing BLVMT, LSCHBA close since static converter stopped. Meanwhile, EM contactors are closed, lower EM contactors are closed, and because of QSVM time delay relay, again static converter will start after 10 to 12 seconds. Now the static converter straight away gives supply to 5 direct motors as well as 3 blower motors. They are MVMT1, MVMT2 and MVRH. So now the supply, battery charger supply via QVMT1, QVMT2 and QVRH. Already these motors are working, QVSL1, QVSL2, supply will come to Q118 relay. And at the same time, since C105, 106, 107 contactors are closed, their normally open interlocks are closed here, and dual path is maintained to Q118 relay, and the Q118 relay gets supply, battery charger supply from both the paths. Now, after taking first notch, just like Arno loco, this GR0 interlock opens and only single path is maintained here. And after taking 6th notch, this GR0 to 5 interlock opens here, and Q118 gets supply only through C105, 106, 107 normally open interlocks. So now DJ remains closed, and from 6 notch to 32 notches there won't be any change in the DJ control circuit. So here we will see the tripping failures, and previously we have seen here this entire circuits. These slides will tell you about the energization of DJ control circuit, and we will see static converter tripping failures. While on run, DJ is tripped and how to prepare the locomotive. So on run, DJ is tripped. First of all, loco pilot should try to clear block section and should not become panic. And on run only, he shall keep MP on 0, wait till LSGR close. Wait till LSGR close. Then open all top row BL switches and then check relay targets and troubleshoot accordingly if any relay is acted. Here, LSSAT also is supposed to check. It is also a safety relay concerned lamp. So check LSSAT lamp also. If LSSAT lamp glows, troubleshoot according to the instructions given. And ensure all EM contactors, that is C101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107 are fully open, and ensure pantograph is raised and touching to the contact wire, and ensure battery voltage is more than 90 volts, and ensure RS pressure is more than 6.5 kg per cm square, and then start MCPA. So this is the preparation. So after preparation, Locopilot shall pick up the abnormal sign. The procedure for picking up the abnormal sign is close BLDJ and press BLRDJ and observe LSDJ and UA meter needle deviation. And after UA meter needle deviation, he should release BLRDJ, and if UA meter is not deviated also, he can release BLRDJ. If that is the difference. Here close BLDJ, press BLRDJ, check LSDJ. If it is extinguished, check UA meter needle. If it is deviated, release BLRDJ. If it is not deviated also, release BLRDJ. First, we will see the tripping failure called ICDJ. ICDJ abnormal sign is close BLDJ and press BLRDJ, LSDJ remains glowing. So close BLDJ and press BLRDJ, LSDJ remains glowing. Troubleshooting procedure is for Q118, it is same like Arno Loco and except C118. There is no C118 contactor. C118 NC interlock need not to be checked, and clean the interlocks of QCon normally closed interlock. Clean the interlocks of QCon normally closed interlock which is provided on Q118 branch. So remaining part is same, manual operation or wedging is same. Coming to the second part, second branch of the DJ circuit, troubleshooting procedure for Q45 is same, and troubleshooting procedure for Q44 is also same. But for empty DJ branch, almost everything is same except Q seat. So if Q seat is energized, after resetting Q seat only, he shall close DJ. And there is no need of looping 733 and 739 wires since there is no normally open interlock of C118. That is for empty DJ, he has to reset all safety relays targets. Locopilot has to keep HQOB 1 and 2 in opposition and try, and Locopilot has to tap QPDJ, increase RS pressure, and if still unsuccessful, Locopilot shall keep HSIV on 0 and clean Q45 NO interlock also to overcome the trouble for empty DJ branch de-energization. So then we will go for troubleshooting of no tension, that is abnormal sign is close BLDJ, press BLRDJ, LSDJ extinguishes, that means DJ is closed, but UA meter needle does not deviate, and LSDJ reglows as soon as BLRDJ is released. And troubleshooting procedure is same like that of an Arno. So only UA meter needle will not deviate. Now troubleshooting procedure is same like Arno. And troubleshooting for next abnormal sign picking up, that is operation A beginning. Operation A beginning abnormal sign is close BLDJ and press BLRDJ, LSDJ extinguishes and reclose immediately. So the troubleshooting procedure is the ensure the RS pressure is more than 6.5. If it is less, start MCPA, build up RS pressure, and check relay targets QLM and QSAT. If any one of those is energized, troubleshoot for them, and if they are not energized, try to reset or rotate the knobs once and try to close DJ. If still unsuccessful, please place HSIV on 0 along with keeping of HQOP 1 and 2 in off position, and if still unsuccessful, keep Hoba off also. That is same troubleshooting like Arno, but for Arno we are keeping HQA on 0, here keep HSIV on 0. Now the reason may be defective QPDJ, tap QPDJ and try. If still unsuccessful, the problem may be with the defective MTDJ, that is MTDJ coil may be slackened or it may be out of its seating. That is the troubleshooting procedure for operation A beginning. Now let us go for operation A ending. Abnormal sign operation A ending is close BLDJ and press BLRDJ. LSDJ extinguishes, UA meter needle deviates, and LSCHBA remains glowing. LSCHBA will not extinguish after any amount of time. So that is also called as static converter not picking up. Here for static converter not picking up, we have to troubleshoot for the LT circuit provided in the DJ control circuit. First, check CCINV fuse. If CCINV fuse is melted, replace it. If it is again melted, keep Hoba off and try. If it is again melted, contact TLC for advice. That is, CCINV fuse is melted, even Hoba off. Then contact TLC. If CCINV is good, close BLBMT and try. If still unsuccessful, clean the interlocks of QV60, normally closed interlocks, and try. If still static converter is not starting, tap QSVM relay or clean QSVM relay interlocks and try. And if still unsuccessful, keep HBA on off, wait for 3 minutes, switch on HBA and try. And if still unsuccessful, keep Hoba off and try. If still not succeeded, isolate loads one by one, that is, isolate direct motors and isolate static loads one by one and try to start static converter. So that is the troubleshooting procedure for operation A ending. And now see the abnormal sign picking up for operation A ending part 2. Close BLDJ and press BLRDJ. LSDJ extinguishes, UA meter needle deviates, and LSDJ reclose after releasing BLRDJ. It is same like operation B part 2. After releasing BLRDJ only, LSDJ reclose. The reason our troubleshooting procedure is wedge Q45 in energized condition and work with the precautions. Reason is Q45 normally open interlock on empty DJ branch is defective. Now we will see, DJ normal open interlock on empty DJ branch is defective. So we have to wedge Q45 normally open interlock. Since DJ normally open interlock is defective for operation A ending part 2. Now coming to abnormal sign of operation B part 1. Abnormal sign is close BLDJ and press BLRDJ, LSDJ extinguishes, UA meter needle deviates, Now we will release BLRDJ. Wait till LSCHBA is extinguished and LSDJ reclose while counting 15 seconds. It is almost similar to operation B part 1 of Arno. So after extinguishing of LSCHBA while counting 15 seconds, LSDJ reclose, that is DJ trips. The troubleshooting procedure is same like that of an Arno except QCVAR, that is troubleshoot for MVSL1 or QVSL1, MVSL2 or QVSL2, MPH or QPH. Then we will see operation B part 2. Abnormal sign is DJ trips immediately on releasing BLRDJ. Here the reason is defective Q30. For operation A ending part 2, reason was DJ normally open interlock defective. Here the reason for operation B part 2 is defective Q30, but the troubleshooting procedure is same, wedge Q45 in energized condition. When Q45 is wedge in energized condition, you must ensure the working of MVSI1 and MVSI2, and you must ensure the availability of OHE supply. That is operation B part 2. Now coming to operation O, abnormal sign picking up procedure is close DJ, close BLVMT. Now when BLVMT is closed, LSEHBA glows and extinguishes. After extinguishing of LSEHBA, while counting 15 seconds, LSDJ reclose. Troubleshooting procedure is same that of an Arno. That is, Locopilot should troubleshoot for MVMT1 or QVMT1, MVMT2 or QVMT2, MVRH or QVRH. Operation 1 abnormal sign is same along with the troubleshooting also, that is after closing BLVMT and after ensuring that there is no operation O, take one notch if LSDJ reclose, that is operation 1. So here Locopilot shall troubleshoot for MVSI1 or QVSI1, MVSI2 or QVSI2, or for sluggish operation of GR like that of Arno. Now coming to operation 2, abnormal sign of operation 2 is after taking 6th notch, LSDJ reclose while counting 15 seconds. It is same as that of Arno, abnormal sign picking up, and troubleshooting is when all EM contactors are not closing, check CCA and troubleshoot for CCA. That is, it is same as that of Arno, but here there is no Q100, so no need of troubleshooting for Q100. And if only C107 is not closing, tap CTF 123 in the traction direction, put HVRH on 3 position and try, or if still unsuccessful, wedge C107 contactor. If any one of C105 or 106 or 107 are not closing, then wedge the required number of contactors as per procedure, and before that keep constant switch on 3 position and work the train. So that is the tripping failure for operation 2. Now we will see the abnormal sign for operation that is tripping without apparent cause. DJ trips at various occasions without any clear reason, and the troubleshooting procedure is same that of an Arno. Okay, thank you.